Have you ever felt like your whole world came crashing down in a single moment? That's exactly what happened to Mark. One ordinary Tuesday he came home early, excited to surprise his wife, Sarah. But the surprise was on him. He found her with another man. In their home. In their bed. The life they had built together over 10 years shattered into a million pieces right before his eyes. The shock was so profound, it felt unreal, like watching a scene from a movie he never wanted to be in. The confrontation was a blur of tears, shouting, and a cold, heavy silence. Sarah's excuses and hollow apologies meant nothing. The trust, the foundation of their relationship, was gone, evaporated in an instant. That night, Mark didn't sleep in his own bed. He packed a small bag and drove, with no destination in mind, just trying to outrun the searing pain in his chest. Each memory, once a source of joy, was now tainted, a reminder of the ultimate betrayal. He felt lost, hollowed out, as if a vital part of him had been surgically removed without anesthesia. The days that followed were the darkest of his life. He was a ghost, haunting his own existence. Friends and family tried to reach out, offering sympathy and support, but Mark felt isolated in his grief. The world seemed to move on in vibrant color while he was stuck in a grayscale nightmare. Simple tasks felt monumental. Getting out of bed was a battle. Eating was a chore. He was just going through the motions, a hollow shell of the man he once was. The future he had so carefully planned with Sarah was now a gaping void. He'd lost not just a wife, but his best friend, his confidant, and the future he thought was guaranteed. The divorce was brutal and messy, every legal document another twist of the knife. It forced him to relive the betrayal over and over. He had to divide their assets, their memories, their life. It was during this process, sorting through old photos and keepsakes, that something inside him began to shift. He saw a picture of himself from before he met Sarah. Younger, beaming, full of dreams and ambitions he had long since put on a shelf. He barely recognized that optimistic young man. When did he stop pursuing his own passions? When did his identity become so intertwined with hers that he lost sight of himself? That flicker of recognition was the spark he needed. It was a painful realization, but a necessary one. He understood that in losing Sarah, he had been given a strange, unwanted gift, the chance to find himself again. It wasn't about revenge or proving her wrong. It was about proving to himself that he could be whole again, on his own terms. The journey wouldn't be easy, but for the first time in months, a tiny glimmer of hope pierced through the darkness. He decided then and there that this ending wouldn't be his ending. It would be a new beginning. So Mark started small. He dusted off his old guitar, an instrument he hadn't touched in years. The first chords were clumsy, his fingers stiff, but with each strum, a piece of the old Mark came back to life. He started hiking again, rediscovering his love for the outdoors, feeling the burn in his lungs and the solid ground beneath his feet. It was therapeutic, a physical manifestation of moving forward, one step at a time. He reconnected with old friends he had drifted away from, realizing how much he had missed their easy laughter and genuine companionship. He also decided to chase a dream he had long deferred, starting his own woodworking business. He had always been skilled with his hands, finding a unique piece in shaping raw wood into something beautiful and functional. He converted his garage into a workshop, and the sounds of sawing and sanding replaced the deafening silence of his empty house. He poured all his pain, his frustration, and his newfound hope into his work. Each finished piece, a custom table, a handcrafted chair, was a testament to his resilience. It was more than a business. It was his therapy, his resurrection. Word of his craftsmanship spread through the local community. Orders started coming in, slowly at first, and then steadily. Mark was not just making furniture. He was building a new life. He found joy in the process, in the connection with his customers, and in the pride of creating something lasting with his own two hands. He was busier and more fulfilled than he had been in years. The pain of the past hadn't vanished completely, but it no longer defined him. It was now a scar, a reminder of a battle he had fought and survived. One afternoon, while delivering a custom-built bookshelf, he met Emily, the owner of a charming local bookstore. She had a warm smile and eyes that sparkled with intelligence and kindness. They talked for hours, not about his past, but about books, about dreams, and about the simple joys of life. It was easy, natural. For the first time in a very long time, Mark felt a genuine connection, one that wasn't built on a shared history, but on a shared present. He wasn't looking for a replacement for Sarah. He was discovering something entirely new. Mark's story isn't just about a broken heart. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes our greatest losses can lead to our most profound transformations. He lost a wife, but he found himself. He discovered a strength he never knew he possessed and built a life that was authentically his own. His journey teaches us that even when our worlds are shattered, we have the power to pick up the pieces and build something even more beautiful and resilient than before. It's a testament to the incredible strength of the human spirit. Thank you so much for watching and sharing in Mark's journey today. If his story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that inspires and uplifts. We'll see you in the next one.